In today's video, I want to discuss group fitness classes and if they are beneficial for building muscle. Hey guys, what's going on? This is Paul from physique.com, and I'm sorry it's been so long since I did a video, but I'm not sorry because my life has just been really hectic lately. And as I've discussed before, putting out content and YouTube videos, those are really value adds for, for my clients and for those people that follow me, but they fall down the priority list when it comes to, the rest of my things. And I've had a lot of clients competing. This weekend is a big weekend. This weekend is actually the show that I promote. So here you can check out the trophies. I went way overboard on purchasing trophies this year. So check out some of the trophies. Here I'll do like a little video clip to overlay what some of the trophies look like, but we went all in on the trophies. And I've had a lot of hard work on getting this show ready. My wife and Stephen Beaugrand, who is my employee, have also been putting in a lot of work, but it's going to be the best show in the 3 years that I've promoted it. So these are the reasons why some of the videos haven't been as frequent, but I won't ramble too much. I also turned 41 on Tuesday, and thank you for everyone for all the amazing birthday wishes. I also, Saturday, went to watch some of my friends compete. Aria Adami and Lauren Conlon both placed top 4. Lauren was 4th, Aria was 3rd at the IFBB Pro Charlotte show, both earning points for the Olympia. So overall, it's just been a really hectic week. I had my first camp. That video should be out soon. I had a videographer named Colin DeWay come to my camp. So I'll get to show you guys the insides of what the first Team Pro Physique camp was like here in Tampa. Another thing to note is that October is amazing for weather, so I have the garage door open. I'm here in my home gym. If you hear a little bit nasally, the nasally is because once the temperature drops below 80 in Florida, everybody gets the sniffles. My wife, my son, and myself included. Luckily, it's just sniffles. I've had no loss of energy. I did take a scheduled 3 days off from the gym, 3 consecutive days off from the gym for a couple of reasons. One being, I just felt overwhelmed with all the stuff I had going on. I thought, you know what, let's take a couple days off because I had been thinking about it for a while. And the real reason I did it is that I was just starting to feel beat up. I was starting to have achy joints. I was starting to have lackluster training workouts. I was just not having my normal zest that I had in the gym. And I've had this ongoing, slight lower back strain that I haven't deadlifted for a few months with. And it's feeling almost 100% better. Literally, I feel like I could deadlift. And I feel like I just needed to take a little bit of time off just to give it that last chance to heal. Because what I was doing that was aggravating it was actually upper body work. Back days, chest days, picking up heavy dumbbells, and when you get dumbbells out of the rack and they're 130 pounds and you stand up with them, all these little things kind of add up, and it's really tough for my ego to go in the gym and not train with high intensity. So I gave myself 3 days off, and I looked in the mirror this morning, and turns out I didn't lose 15 pounds of lean body mass as I would expect me and my ecto self to do. But that's all behind me. I'm gonna go into the gym today. I'm feeling better. I feel like once I get some training, I'm gonna get rid of this nasally feeling. I'm gonna get everything flowing again. So I am back to my routine. And once this show is over on Saturday, I am gonna be going full bore with some new projects and some new stuff that I'm excited to share with you guys. So please subscribe if you enjoy the content, and click like if you do as well. Now, on to topic at hand. So as per the usual, I got a client email and it had a question in it that I felt like it's something that I commonly get asked. So I said to myself, should I answer this question in a video log? Absolutely. So here it is for you guys. So the question was basically a client saying, I work out in a group training class. For those that aren't familiar, group training classes are at gyms where you sign up and you get an instructor who trains with you for a set amount of time, either 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour, whatever it may be. But it's a structured setup that the trainer will put you under, and then you'll work out in groups for the entire time that you're there, and then you'll be done. The question was, is group fitness training good for my bodybuilding goals? Now, I know initially, when I read that, I want to say no. Don't do group training. It's not ideal for your goals. But that's the old school thinking that gets a lot of people in trouble, that dogmatic approach that there's only one way to do things. And the truth is, if you love doing your group fitness classes, I say keep them in. I say include them. But here's the caveat. The reason I would not suggest doing a group fitness class for a fitness competition for physique goals is because typically they are not geared specific to the individual. They are geared what's best for the overall for the group. And while you may initially make some progress early on in these classes, you're eventually going to hit a point where you just don't progress. And that's because in a short amount of time frame, when you're working with other individuals, you're not going to be concerned about getting stronger, about adding more volume to your training, about improving specific weak points on your physique. With that said, if you love a group fitness class, then make it a part of your daily regimen. So for this person that I'm working with, I'm actually going to program in some hypertrophy work based around their group fitness class. So they'll do their fitness class, I'll understand what that consists of, and then I'm going to create a training plan for the days that they don't do the group fitness class, and then for the days that they do, so that we can ensure we are improving. Now, what is optimal? What would be the most optimal approach? Well, ideally, in a perfect world, the most optimal approach would be that we can spend as much time in the gym as we want, focusing on adding training volume to the body parts that need the most attention. And over time, those workouts might get to an hour and a half, 2 hours, 2.5 hours, because over time and over the length of our lifting career, muscle gain is most closely associated with training volume, right? So the hypertrophy of the muscle is going to require that we train more volume, and that's going to require more frequency. That's going to require more time in the gym. With that said, it's not going to be feasible for everybody to follow this approach. Not everyone can take the approach that I'm just going to spend as much time in the gym as I need. It has to fit our lifestyles. So the approach that's gaining some popularity, I've seen some other coaches talk about it. I think, the idea that doing what you love is valuable. The psychology of the athlete is a very valuable tool. If you're not loving what you do in the gym most of the time, then I fear that you're not going to be putting the best effort in that you possibly can. The best effort is what's going to get you the best results. I hear a lot of people talking about programs that they've done that they liked and disliked. And generally, sometimes the program that they disliked may have been the more optimal approach. But if you're going to put more effort in a program that's slightly less optimal, but gives you the ability to really go in and look forward to the gym and hit your meals and look forward to spending that hour, hour and a half in the gym and make progress whatever way that may be, that is going to be the best for what's sustainable, right? So again, I don't want to get off on too much of a tangent here. Group training classes usually have a specific goal. That is to target within that hour, within that half hour, within that 45 minutes, as much training as possible in the shortest amount of time. The goal there is not to put this person on stage to build their shoulders, to build their glutes, to build their pecs, to build the back, right? Now, if you're kind of new to training, if you're a little bit novice to training, you will certainly notice a little bit of hypertrophy from group training classes. But it's only because you are actually doing more training volume than you probably were before. So if someone's been inactive or doesn't have a long history of resistance training or athletic background, a group fitness class may be a really good way to get started. And then once you start to plateau, you can start looking at what it takes to get to the next level to make the progress or the changes that you want to make. All right, guys, I don't want to get too far off on this topic. I got to get back to work. It's Monday. It's also Halloween, and tonight I'm going out trick-or-treating with my family. My son is 2.5. He is going to be a pirate. My wife is going to be a pirate hag, and I'm going to be a pirate badass. So if you follow me on the Instagrams, at Paul Ravella, you'll probably see some pictures of me and my family tonight. And I'll try to get some video. My son is quite the character, so I know when we put him in his pirate costume, he's going to be doing some impersonations of pirates. And I'd love to get some of that on video and probably share it in the next video. So guys, have a happy Halloween. Have a great Monday, a great week. If you're in the Tampa area, please come out to the OCB Florida West Coast Classic. It is a WNBF Pro Qualifier. I am still accepting entries. It is a Pro Qualifier for open figure, for open bodybuilding, for open men's physique, and for open bikini, and we are close to being Pro Qualifier for some of the Masters classes as well. So my biggest and best show to date. Please come out and support it if you're in this area, and you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you.